What's good, y'all boys? What's good, man? I know it been a few days, man. A youngin', hey, nigga gotta age. Sometimes that brain need to take a little rest. You feel me? Sometimes your brain gotta take a break. Sometimes it's outside factors. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers in your ear talking to you about some other shit, bullshit. But let's see it, man. The story of Jordan Mailata, a Bankstown kid. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. I want to see a story because I know Big Dog played rugby, and it's a few. Like I know about the international pathway programs, but you don't know too much about them. You would just see like, oh, there's this Australian Football League punter, this is this D lineman from fucking Africa, you know what I'm saying? Or it's this offensive tackle from Australia. So I want to see like how it kind of works out. But let's see it. Bankstown kid, the Jordan Mailata story, real dog in the league, real dog out here. Pass pro, you not touching my quarterback. Let's see it, man. Let's see what the NFL dropped on this kid 3 years ago, man. Let's see the story of Jordan, Big J.
I grew up in Bankstown, Australia.
Tough. Shout out Bankstown.
I'm from a family of five kids, 1 girl, 4 boys.
Yeah.
My dad, he's from Samoa, so is my mum.
They migrated to Australia because they wanted their kids to have more than what they had.
Growing up with my siblings, kind of just did everything, played basically anything that we could get our hands on, any sport.
Tough. Got to. 4 boys, you got to.
He's always been a special kid.
Competitive.
He's very stubborn when he wants to be, but at the same time, he's got a big heart.
Big ass on the get your big ass off that guitar now. Too big to be touching that guitar now.
We didn't have a fancy lifestyle, but we had a good one.
Word. Tough. He really on the guitar.
I was the first of my siblings to ask.
Shout out Big Dog. He was not going down. He did not get tackled. Word to Brusky. That nigga did not get tackled. And that looked like Big Jordan right there. God.
My dad had played club rugby. My dad looked at me and he was like, siblings to ask my dad to play club rugby. My dad looked at me and he was like, don't mess this up. I was like, okay, this is a tremendous amount of pressure for an 11-year-old, you know.
My dad saw footy as a way out. You know, me and my
nigga big as hell, boy. Golly. Hold on.
My dad saw footy as a way out.
Oh, he's standing on a little shelf, but he's still bigger than every. Oh my God, whoa. Mustache on his face and shit. 13.
The pressure for 11-year-old.
You 13. Mustache on your face. Golly, man. Grown ass.
You know.
Man.
My dad saw footy as a way out. You know, me and my brothers, we were gifted in rugby league, and there were pathways for some of us.
Big as hell.
At the age of 20, I joined club rugby, had a 5-dock RSL with my 2 brothers and my best friend. I ended up having a pretty decent year, turned some heads. The South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Tough.
They basically offered me a walk-on contract.
Say that.
Kind of just took off from there.
Bit out. My bad, let me quit yelling. Get in there. Come on, Big J.
Size and strength, he would break the game open.
Bow.
You got him in situations
Get
where
off me.
He could be on a one-on-one with someone. He was
I wonder how they recruited him to be an offensive tackle, though. It's crazy.
There's not one
He
game
probably got recruited to play tight end.
He didn't look in the stands and didn't see his family.
By the end of the season, I was able to put a highlight tape together, and no club was kind of giving me a chance.
Yeah.
I had a chip on my shoulder. Agents had mentioned something about the NFL, about this program that they knew about, called the NFL International Player Pathway Program.
That's tough. That's tough.
We were sitting in a parking lot waiting to work someone else out, and I got a text just of a video clip of a guy playing rugby. We set up a chance to meet in LA.
It's how recruiting. This is basically kind of yeah. See, it's kind of crazy. This is kind of how recruiting works out here for like when you coming out of high school to go to college, and then when you go to college, you go to pros. This is how it works. They see a clip of your videos and they either like you or they don't. They never have seen you play in person your whole time, what I'm saying? If they see a clip and you look good, they either gonna get an offer and you can come to their school for free or you're not. You
Just
know?
on a video.
So this kind of how it worked. He got recruited like traditionally,
I got a
low
text
key.
just of a video clip of a guy playing rugby.
I wonder. It's tough though.
We set up a chance to meet in LA. We worked him out there and he had a great workout. From there, kind of the next thing was to get him on the program, and that's when we took him to IMG in Bradenton.
Here we are, Big Jordan Lafonga Mailata.
By January 14th, I was on the way to IMG Academy, Florida,
Tough.
to participate in the NFL IPP.
That's the best high school for sports out here.
About to leave Sydney, Australia, go to Tampa Bay, Florida. So, see you guys.
It's like a college.
I was pissed. He was 20. We don't have family where he was going. He never held an American football.
I basically said to him, you know, you can't fail. You're going. Go make it.
A day in the life of the guy on the international.
That's a high school, nigga. That's a high school. That's a high school. That shit not even real. Like, it's not even fair. This is a high school, bro. This is a fucking high school. Like, what? This is so crazy, bro. That is a high school.
A day in the life of the guy on the international.
High school crazy though. They teach them how to be pros. That's tough. First time putting on them pads. What do you say? My bad.
A day in the life of the guy on the international player pathway program. It's hard.
Adam held us to the highest of standards. From the very start, they're very adamant on routine, on the details. We used to simulate the days of an NFL schedule.
That kick step, boy. Tell them about that kick step, Mailata.
IPP program is a
Go
program
teach
that
them
set
boys
up
out
to
there
give
about that
a
kick step. What
opportunity.
y'all know about that kick step? What y'all know about that post step? Come on. Talk to him, little Lotta.
The IPP program is a program that was set up to give a opportunity for people around the world to get a pathway into the NFL.
I wanted to prove to Americans that not only Americans can play in the NFL.
Nah, that's facts. Boy, I said all the time.
Had asked me if I would go down to Bradenton to evaluate.
Bro, I like see the way y'all want like I don't know how many all of y'all are, but like the way y'all see rugby as like not worldwide, not I feel like football has just now hit that worldwide mark. Like 5 years ago, honestly, I would say it wasn't worldwide. Like it, I feel like it probably was to some people, but like to us in here in America, I feel like it wasn't. Like there's no reason these Africans is like, come on, we know how them niggas built out the womb. Swole as big as shit for no reason. You Samoan boys, like you Pacific Islanders, like you niggas just big as hell, born for football. Y'all just play rugby over there. That's why I feel like it that's why it has to be this. We should see this so much. Like this should be so common. It should be like go both ways though. Like, oh, I want to go play rugby. Oh, I want to come to the like. I feel like it should be partner league. I don't know why. But that's where the worldwide expansion is missing. Like these two leagues, bro, NRL and NFL, bro, they should be partner leagues. I don't get it. They should be partners. Like they don't have to promote each other out the ass. But like, man, there's no reason why rugby is not working with football. There's just no reason. There's no reason. It's too similar.
And I had told them that I had this trip.
Athletes are built too similar for it to not be connected.
At the time,
it's a waste
had asked me if I would go down
athletes'
to Bradenton
talent
to evaluate and work out an offensive line prospect, and I had told them that I had this trip planned, and I really was not interested in going to Bradenton. I canceled that trip.
Coach Stout, from the first day that I met him, I said,
canceled it.
I was not interested in going to Bradenton. I canceled that trip.
Tough.
Coach Stout, from the first day that I met him, I said, holy cow, this guy is bloody hardcore. He took me out to the classroom, told me about protections, about run schemes, and after my pro day, he was impressed.
If this guy was in college football today, he would be a first or second round draft pick. It's like Christmas when you're provided a good player and doesn't have any bad habits.
A week later, I was invited to the draft. I'll never forget the day I got drafted.
Tough. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Get drafted, no college ball. That's not real. You don't even hear that, gang. That's tough. That is too tough.
We were into the third day, and we didn't have a lot of picks.
Did he get drafted? Did he get drafted?
There's certain players that you couldn't live with yourself if you saw them have success somewhere else.
Facts.
It would have haunted all of us if we didn't get Jordan.
It just so happens that we were in this very room with Mr. Laurie and Howie in 7th round, and they called me in and once again asked me some questions. And Howie, doing what he does the best, moved up in front of Pittsburgh.
I remember turning to Coach Peterson and Mr. Lurie and saying, like, I'm gonna go get this guy.
Hello, Jordan speaking.
Jordan.
Howie, how's it going?
Doing great, man. We just traded up to get you in the 7th round. We're picking you right now. You're an Eagle, bro.
It's tough. That's tough. That's insane. Honestly, bro.
Howie.
It's crazy.
We get a phone call from Jordan, and he tells us that he's about to walk on stage.
But that's wild. Get drafted.
And
no college ball.
I heard them call his name as the 233rd pick. And I remember sitting, bawling my eyes out.
With the 233rd pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Mailata, tackle, Sydney, Australia.
The Eagles just traded up to take a South Sydney Rabbitoh.
hey, they don't know nothing about it. Talk about the Eagles just trade up to take a South Sydney. I don't know nothing about it for real, but I know a little bit more than them niggas. You feel me?
The Eagles just traded up to take a South Sydney Rabbitoh.
Hey, that's it, funny.
Bankstown, Sydney, Australia. You know, Bankstown, 2200.
Tough, rep the city.
He did not touch a pigskin until he went over there. He had never played a snap of American football his entire life.
And they put me on the phone with him. I said, Jordan.
And like that's what I'm saying, to never play a snap of ball and get your name called in the NFL draft. That is insane. That's crazy. That is, That is like, what, man? That shit. That's crazy, gang. I played football. Goddamn, how many years? About 18 years. Bro. Like, they like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't play a single snap.
And they put me on the phone with him.
That's it, bro. And I feel like y'all got so many more of him. Like, I watched that rugby game now today, bro, and there's so many of hims. Toho, like, y'all got so many dogs,
Jordan,
bro. I'm telling y'all.
Remember this. You have to trust me as your coach.
There's so many of these boys come over here get this 30 million, you know what I'm saying?
I said, Jordan, remember this. You have to trust me as your coach.
It's facts.
Not having any experience in an NFL locker room, I still had to earn that sense of belonging. I wanted people to respect me.
He never had to use his hands before.
Ain't gonna lie, right? They feel that hands. They feel them hands, but you gotta put them on them.
Before we got started, we would work with his hands.
That's all. That's all. I'm not a coach. I'm just not Coach Mayo time. But when you playing the O line and D line, that's like he said. That's the very first thing they work on. That's the most important thing. Your hands. Hand fights. Keep him off you. Keep him, here. Keep him. Hands. It's all hands. It's all hands. It look like, oh, he just gotta be big. Nah, it's really finesse. Hands.
His hands before. as an offensive lineman.
Hands.
Every single day before we got started, we would work with his hands.
If you don't know how to use your hands, anybody could beat you.
The footwork, the set lines, the departure angles, the constant coaching that was going on accelerated his learning curve.
I was playing catch-up, trying to learn the technique, watching film. I didn't want to waste that opportunity. You know, I didn't want to be a failure. I didn't want to let down my family.
Tough.
There were a couple times early on in 2019 when I thought about, you know, is this what I really want to do? And just thinking about home. I was injured. I was on IR.
I'm sick.
I reminded everybody, and I know this was going to take time. And I told him many, many times, there's going to come a point in time, you're going to feel like it's all starting to come together for you.
Week 1, 2020 season. Jack Driscoll goes in, he starts the game, he's having a heck of a game. He started cramping.
Well, now this just happened.
He starts jogging off to the sideline. I'm like, well, who's up next? He's looking at me. I'm like, oh, it's me.
Now Jordan.
Come on, Jay, get out of there, boy.
The 7th-round draft pick in 2018. The rugby player never played a down of football. Well, guess what? He's in there at right tackle right now.
Word. Better go touch somebody now. Gotta block somebody now. Come here.
Oh,
come
terrifying. I just knew that if my time ever came, I was gonna make the most of it. 2020 season comes around and finally get my chance.
Jordan Mailata just wipes people out.
He's just bending people. It's just a tsunami of power.
He clears space.
Last year, it started to click. I think that's when he developed the confidence that, you know, I can be really good at this.
Seeing on the back of his shoulders Mailata, I'm so incredibly proud.
Former rugby star Jordan Mailata probably going to stick with football now after signing a 4-year.
64 million, man. Like I'm telling y'all, bro, y'all got so many. He's not the only one. Oh my God. 4 years, 64 million. How many? It's probably what, 50 guaranteed? 50 mil guaranteed? I'm telling y'all got so many of these boys, man, and one of them might be you, nigga. What is real? It might be you, like. Y'all got so many. I don't get why it is not a pipeline league like we get. Bro, if I was an NFL coach and what I know about rugby, just the little I know about it to date, I would instantly start recruiting from there. I swear to, bro, y'all got so many athletes, y'all like. That can come out here and sign for 4 years, 64 millions, and then hey, we love Bankstown, trust me, but hey, God damn it, I'm getting 64 million. I love America, you know, real shit. No, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, I'm telling y'all got. But I watched that Tongan versus Samoa game, nigga. You feel me? The Tongans versus the Kiwis. I'm looking at straight tight ends and running backs and defensive ends and offensive tackles.
Being on the back of his shoulders, Mailata. I'm so incredibly
NFL
proud.
NFL are sleep. We sleep. How do we see somebody like this and we still sleep? We still sleep. How we get a Jared Hayne and we still sleep? If Jared Hayne was more successful in the regular season, I don't think we would be asleep as much. But
Mailata probably going to stick with football now after signing a 4-year, $64 million extension with the Eagles.
So sleep.
I just remember talking to my agent. He explained to me that, you know, we had agreed to a 4 years, $64 million deal, and
don't even sound real.
I couldn't believe it.
Don't even sound real.
And I was re-signing with the Eagles, to be their left tackle.
$64 million.
It doesn't sound real. I tried to put into words.
Don't even sound real.
How I felt, and like, how do you put into words that kind of feeling where you're speaking to your younger sibling, knowing that they've changed the course of every generation to follow?
Family's life. Changed the town's life.
Generation, like, forever.
I'm telling y'all, bro, so many of y'all boys out there, man, who come out here and get these millions. I'm telling y'all, it's not about the money, bro, but it's about, like she said, changing your life. You change lives. He changed lives. You come out here and get $64 million in 4 years to go block somebody? Come on, bro. What are we talking about, man?
Generation.
What are we talking about?
Forever.
And then hey, Kalen Ponga, I'm trying to recruit you. My nigga Ponga tough.
When you think of the greater impact that
teach Ponga how to run some routes.
Community, kids from
Ponga
Sydney,
won't be
like
stopped.
kids from Bankstown, who are scared to try something new.
I'm telling y'all.
I think what I'm most proud of with Jordan, he still remains the same person as he left.
What Big J got to do is he got to get football out there for y'all. But I don't know how much football access y'all got.
He's a fierce protector.
Like American football,
He's
but
the best of us.
He got to get it out there to y'all boys, man.
They're representing our family name, the Mailata. That's the correct way to say it, guys. Mailata.
Mailata.
On the back of the jersey for the world to see.
That's tough. That's legendary. That's legend shit. That's legendary stuff. Shout out Jordan Mailata. Jordan Mailata, legend. And then it's crazy, cause the NRL tried to hold him too. Where there, broski? He low key did his shit. I don't know how much success he had in NRL. He low key did his thing, made a highlights thing. Won't even either. That's crazy. He came out here and said, "Fuck you niggas, I'm going to get millions." That's tough, JM. I ain't gonna lie, that's tough. Shout out JM. Shout out Bankstown. Shout out all y'all boys in Australia. Shout out the Samoans. Shout out all y'all boys. I'm telling y'all, like me being American, playing football my whole life, and then I watched the rugby league for this short amount of time I've been watching it. I can 100% agree. I can 100% tell you, like, Jordan Mailata is not the only one that can be very successful with it too. Like, he's nowhere near the only one. Like, I'm talking about nowhere near the only one, nigga. Like, there's so many of y'all boys, but hey, love y'all boys, gang. Chase your dreams. We back in motion. We back rolling. Keep it going, gang. You love me. Love y'all boys, gang.